Having a 100-year-old griddle that has just been used by your family, I mean, that's like the best way. Plus, it builds that heritage, that barbecue heritage. I mean, it's cool to have your family's cast iron stuff. And if you don't have cast iron stuff, I mean, buy a griddle and then, man, show your kid how to cook on the barbecue, and then he gets it when he gets older. I mean, it's barbecue, man. That's American.
So I know when we saw the question come in about how to cook a burger on cast iron, we started thinking about our favorite burger joints, and everybody agreed Roadhouse Diner. So we gave them a call, we talked to Jason, and he is going to show us how to cook a delicious burger on cast iron. So we're going to be cooking some burgers. So you said you have a what?
Well,
trick?
Yeah, a little trick. If you're at home and you got your burger, I usually do 85-15, so it's 15% fat, 85% lean, the meat, and I think that makes a pretty good burger. Here, what we do, we're going to make 4 quarter-pound patties, and then what you can do, if you got wax paper at home, we got little wax burger sheets, but you can roll your patty, and it's very important to not overwork the meat. So don't put your seasoning, don't try to resist to put breadcrumbs, eggs, onions, stuff like that. Don't put anything in your burger. Your burger should just be burger meat. And what you want to do is not overhandle it. So to do it at home, to make your own patty, you get 2 little small plates and then just squish it down. And now you've got a little flat patty. Stick that on a little piece of wax. So one of the things that I discovered in the burger sciences is that salt actually starts altering beef on a molecular level. So you want to do it right before you put it on, because you don't want it to sit, you don't want to mix it in, you just want it to be on the surface for seasoning. Plus, that heat, that intense heat, kind of brings out some of that salt flavor when you put it down. So that's one of the things that you just do it right when you put it on. When you cook on a flat surface or a griddle or a flat iron, you're cooking the burger, and all that juicy goodness doesn't come off of the burger and drop down between the grates, like if you had a charbroiler or a traditional barbecue. And what that does is it keeps that burger moist, and it helps with that overall flavor. And the flat top also provides a nice hot surface to get what we call, it's called a diner crust, and it sears the beef all the way across the patty, and it locks in the flavors on that one side, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So that's kind of the benefit of using a griddle like this. I have always been kind of a griddle guy, so this is kind of our preferred method. So the next thing is, when you get ready to fire up your burgers, you want to lay down some oil. We use vegetable oil because it has a higher smoke point. You don't want that smoke coming into the burger, because it's burnt. It's not like mesquite smoke. It's like burnt smoke. So what you do is you kind of lay down your oil, and you want it to be very liquidy, and you want to just give it a second. It's not smoking, so it's going to be at a good temperature. You kind of want to have your griddle at maybe anywhere from 275 to 325. Okay. You'll just have to kind of play around with it to see. As long as your oil isn't smoking, you're good. Okay. And the hotter the better, because that gives it a more intense sear. So we'll lay down 2 patties. Where you hit it with the salt, and I use sea salt. It's a little larger, a little more granular. And then what we're going to do, we're going to make a Roadhouse burger. So one of the key components to that is sauteed onions. Go ahead and throw some onions down here. These will cook while your burgers are cooking. And for the onions, a little bit of pepper, little flavor, a little color. One of the things that you can do with your burger patties too, give them a little poke. That reduces that gives a little well for any grease or fat in the middle to kind of soak in so you don't get that burger shrinkage. As your burger's cooking, you're going to see that it's starting to come brown and it's starting to work its way around. When you get a nice even brown all the way around the sides, that's when you're ready to start. That's the key to when you want to flip it.
That's always been another question of mine.
Yeah.
When do I know when to flip it?
Yep, when you start getting that color creeping up. And one of the most important things about cooking a burger is you don't mess with it. Leave it here, you're going to flip it, and that's it. Don't squish it, don't flip it around, don't mess with it. That's one of the things that a lot of people, they want to check it, they want to just play around with it. They think flipping the burger, you know, check one side. You've got to be confident enough to say, I know this burger is going to be nice and cooked, so don't mess with it. So we're gonna just wait there and let those cook. So now we've got some nice browning around here. Everything's, you know, this thing's got a nice temperature. You're getting some good bubbly. So then we're gonna flip it. And this is that nice crust that I'm talking about. Yeah. Higher temperature would give you a more uniform crust that goes all the way through the middle. So that's something to definitely play around with. At this point, your burger is not going to take much longer to finish. Probably another 1 to 2 minutes. What I usually do is I let that start cooking, and this is when I will add cheese. I like to have everything ready, so when it's time to pull it off, it's ready to go.
Nice.
One of the things that we didn't have room for here, but I like to do, is to toast the bun. When you toast the bun, it gives it a little crust to protect it because this burger is going to be very juicy. It will protect it from just like coming apart in your hands. So you should always toast your buns instead of just kind of leaving them like that. Yeah. So now our burger is going to be ready. It's going to be a nice, probably a medium. It's going to have a little pink on the inside. So there's that. Oop, dropped a pickle. There you go. That's beautiful right there. That is our signature burger, and that is probably still my favorite burger. The flavors, the balance, everything works on the Roadhouse. So I'm very proud of that burger. That's why we cook on a griddle, because we believe that's the best way to eat a burger. Yeah, you know, you're dripping burger goodness, man. That is what it's all about.
And that is how you cook a burger on cast iron. Episode 25 of Ask North 40, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to get us some questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're liking the show, you can click on the link below as well to sign up. If you're looking for some cast iron, if you're looking for seasonings, you can definitely find it over at North 40. And make sure to throw some support over to the Roadhouse Diner. Check them out on Facebook. And if you are in town, make sure to stop off here. It is delicious.